Dear first year and high school students, today I will discuss the compound sentence. Since simple sentence has gone along with the phrases and the clauses, I will also discuss the phrases and clauses in a nutshell. Today, just after discussing phrases and clauses, I will go to the compound sentence. First of all, I want to say that is a phrase is without a subject and a predicate. I have told you. A phrase is without a subject and a predicate, but a clause is with a subject and a predicate. Phrase is without and clause is with. This is the difference. If somebody asks, what is the difference between the phrases and the clauses, you have to give answer that a phrase is without a subject and a predicate, and the clause is with a subject and a predicate. And the kinds of phrases, I will now analyze the kinds of phrases. There are 8 kinds of phrases. So you have to note 8 kinds of phrases are there. Number 1 is a noun phrase. Number 1 is a noun, N-O-U-N, noun phrase. And the number 2 is a verb phrase, V-E-R-B. Number 2 is verb phrase. Number 3 is gerund, G-E-R-U-N-D, gerundian phrase, G-E-R-U-N-D. That is called gerund or gerundian phrase. And number 4 is infinitive. Number 4 is infinitive, I-N-F-I-N-I-T-I-V-E, infinitive. So that is also having a phrase. And if this time permits, I will also discuss. And again, these are the 4 types. Another 4 types I will give you the example. Appositive. The 5 category is appositive, A-P-P-O-S-I-T-I-V-E. You write down. A-P-P-O-S-I-T-I-V, appositive. And number 6 is a participle, P-A-R-T-I-C-I-P-A-L. Number 6 is a participle. And number 7 is prepositional. Prepositional phrases, P-R-E-P-O-S-I-T-I-U-N-A-L, prepositional phrases. And number 8. The number 8 is absolute phrases. Absolute, A-B-S-O-L-U-T-E. Absolute, A-B-S-O-L-U-T-E. Absolute phrases. So other phrases are also there. So they are the adjective phrases and the adverb phrases. Adjective phrases and the adverb phrases I will all discuss. I will also discuss all these things in course of time. But today I will focus on the compound sentence, since the simple sentence has gone. And the clause, I will tell you, clauses are of 3 types. Clauses are of 3 types. So they are the main clause, the principal clause, the subordinate clause. And some say conditional is totally different from that of the subordinate clause, some say. But others are of the opinion that if clause or conditional clause is under adverb clause. I am giving you the clarity. I will never keep your doubt in you, but I will clear your doubt. That some say that the conditional sentence is away from, though it is a subordinate clause, no doubt, it is categorized in a different way. And 3 clauses, normally the subordinate clauses are there. So they are noun clause, the adjective clause or relative clause, and the adverb clause. Noun clause, adjective clause or relative clause, and adverb clause. 3 clauses are there. Other than this, there is the principal clause, no doubt. There is the principal clause, main clause, and also that is called coordinating clause sometimes. In a compound sentence, coordinating clause is the main clause. And with the help of the coordination, we join 2 sentences, 2 independent sentences. That is the thing, or that is the thing which we mark. So, dear students, you mark that there are normally 2 types of clauses. Number 1 is the principal clause, and number 2 is subordinate clause. And the subordinate clauses are having 3-4 divisions. 3-4 divisions, subordinate clauses. So, they are noun clause, adjective clause, or relative clause, and adverb clause. So, adverb clauses have different categories, 9-10 categories. You will see. Adverb clauses have different categories, and some of the grammarians have already brought if clause, conditional clause under. They keep the conditional clause under the adverb clause, and others have already separated it from the subordinate clause. Though it is a subordinate clause, conditional clause is a subordinate clause because it is dependent. It is not independent. The subordinate clauses are always dependent. They will depend upon the main clause. They will depend upon the principal clause. So that is why they are dependent clause. But the principal clause is independent clause. The main clause is independent clause, which has a subject and a predicate. They have their subject and predicate, no doubt. A subordinate clause has a subject and a predicate, no doubt. But they will depend upon the main clause. So that is the main thing. The subordinate clause will depend upon the main clause, depend on the main clause. So these are the things. In conditional clauses, you will mark which the conditional clause comes under the adverb clause and sometimes away from adverb clause. And the conditional clause is having, conditional clauses are having 3 divisions. Conditional clauses are having 3 divisions. Number 1 is open condition. Write down. Number 1 is open condition, and number 2 is a hypothetical condition, or that is unreal condition. Number 2 is a hypothetical condition or unreal condition, and number 3 is unfulfilled condition. So other grammarians have already given 4 types. 4 types. Number 1 is open condition, number 2 is hypothetical, number 3 is unreal, number 4 is unfulfilled. 4 conditions are there. So some say their categories are 3. Their numbers, divisions are 3, and they are open condition, hypothetical. What is a hypothetical condition? That is unreal condition. What is a hypothetical condition? That is also unreal condition. But others have already given their viewpoint that unreal condition is away from the hypothetical condition. But you are to note that hypothetical condition is unreal condition, and unfulfilled condition is also there. Unfulfilled condition is also there. So if you keep the conditional just under the heading of adverb clause, you are okay, no doubt. If you keep it away from the adverb clause, you are also okay, because the grammarians have already given their different viewpoints, and we are to carry out the grammatical instructions, the grammatical norms, but we will never give complete go by to them. We will never give complete go by to them, and we are to obey the grammatical norms, grammatical rules, and follow. So this is about these are about the phrases, clauses, different kinds of clauses, and different phrases are there. 8 categories of phrases: noun, verb, gerund, infinitive, appositive, participle, prepositional, and absolute. And 8 kinds of phrases are there. 2 kinds of clauses are there. Principal clause and subordinate clause. Subordinate clauses are having three divisions: noun clause, adjective clause, relative clause, or adverb clause. Adverb clause has 9-10 divisions, I will tell you, and conditional clause is having three divisions. Number one is open condition, number two is hypothetical condition, or that is called unreal condition, and number three is unfulfilled condition. And we will discuss all these things in the course of time. Since I have a personal channel, since I have already owned this channel, this is my personal, and I will discuss the grammatical exercises, the grammatical norms, the grammatical notes throughout the year, no doubt. Till my death, this channel will continue. Till my death, this channel will continue. You come to the compound sentence. What is a compound sentence? You are to note. What is a compound sentence? A sentence which is made up of. A sentence which is made up of principal or main clauses is called a compound sentence. A sentence which is made up of principal or main clauses is called a compound sentence. It is made up of two or more principal or main clauses. The sentence is made up of two or more principal clauses or main clauses. Hence, a sentence consisting of two or more coordinate clauses. A sentence consisting of two or more coordinate clauses is called a compound sentence. A coordinate clause is also a main clause. A coordinate clause is also called a main clause. So, I want to say, what are the coordinating conjunctions? What are the coordinating conjunctions, which are very important so far as the compound sentences are there, so far as. So that is why you are to know the coordinating conjunctions. The conjunctions will coordinate. The conjunctions will coordinate. Number one is and, to, but, or, still, still, yet, for, otherwise, so, as well as, either or, neither nor, therefore, both and, not only but also, nevertheless. All these things are coordinating conjunctions. You write down. Again, I will tell you. Number one is and, A-N-D. You write. Number two is but, B-U-T. You quickly write. Number two is but. Number three is or, O-R. Number four is still, S-T-I-L-L. Number five is yet, Y-E-T. Number six is for, F-O-R. Number seven is otherwise, O-T-H-E-R-W-I-S-E. O-T-H-E-R-W-I-S-E. O-T-H-E-R-W-I-S-E, otherwise. And then either or. Either or. Then neither nor. So, either or. E-I-T-H-E-R. Either dot or. Neither nor. N-E-I-T-H-E-R. N-E-I-T-H-E-R dot neither nor. So, S-O, so. As well as. As well as. Therefore. T-H-E-R-E-F-O-R-E. Therefore. Both dot and. And. Both and. B-O-T-H dot and. Both and. Not only dot but also. Not only dot but also. Not only but also. Nevertheless. And other things are there. Other things are there. And you will also face all these challenges of grammar in the course of time. You will face the challenges of grammar. In your life, grammar gives many challenges. Grammar gives many challenges. You will face all these grammars. You will confront all the norms of grammar and the challenges of grammar. So, Unless you know grammar, you cannot write correct sentences. You cannot write correct sentences. You cannot write a poem. You cannot write a prose. You cannot write a story. You cannot write a note. You cannot prepare a note. Nothing can be done. But you have to know grammar first. And the basic things, I am telling you the basic things. I will tell you the change of voice, indirect speech, tense pattern, verb pattern, negatives, interrogatives, countable, uncountable, gerund, 2 plus infinitive, or removal of to, removal of enough. And I will tell you all these things. But you have to know step by step, one by one, bit by bit, step by step. But you will be in trouble. Otherwise, you will be in trouble. So, dear students, so I will tell you the example of a compound sentence. So, the compound sentence comprises of 2 main clauses or more than 2 main clauses. What is a clause? What is a main clause? Where there is a subject and a predicate. That is a main clause. A subordinate clause has a subject and a predicate, but that is dependent. But the main clause is independent. You mark. The main clause is always independent. And the compound sentence is made up of, the compound sentence is made up of 2 or more independent sentences, 2 or more main clauses or principal clauses. The moon was bright. You write down the example. The moon was bright and he could not, and the moon was bright and we could see our we. I am giving you 2 sentences, you mark. The moon was bright. The moon was bright and we could see our we. The moon was bright and we could see our we. 2 sentences are there. And there is a coordinating conjunction, that is and. And is the coordinating conjunction, I have told you earlier. And first and is the coordinating conjunction. And the sentence I am telling, the moon was bright. The moon was bright and we could see our we. You mark. The moon was bright is an independent sentence. The moon is the subject, was bright is the predicate. The moon is the subject and was bright is the predicate, no doubt. And that is a main clause. And it has a subject and also a predicate. And was here is a helping verb, is a helping auxiliary verb, or helping verb, be verb, that is be verb. And close to the tense, very associated with this tense. It is bound by the tense, bound by the person and number. And the moon was bright and we could see our we. And we could see our we. 2 sentences are there. Moon was bright is an independent sentence and we could see our we is another independent sentence. And we could see our way does not depend upon the moon was bright, you mark. We could see our way does not depend upon the moon was bright, and both are independent. And there is a coordinating conjunction in between the 2, that is and. There is a coordinating conjunction in between 2 sentences. The moon was bright and we could see our way. And these 2 sentences are independent, and every sentence has a subject and a predicate. Every sentence has a subject and a predicate. And both of them are main clauses. Both of them are main clauses or principal clauses. And there is a coordinating conjunction. That is why it is called a compound sentence. That is why it is called a compound sentence. And I will give you another example. I shall do it. I shall do it now. Or I shall not do it at all. You mark. I shall do it now or I shall not do it at all. I shall do it now. Again you write down the sentence. I shall do it now, or I shall not do it at all. Two sentences are there. And the conjunction is or. The coordinating conjunction is or. I shall do it now. This is an independent sentence. Or I shall not do it at all. I shall not do it, another independent sentence. And both are two clauses. And both are two clauses. And these clauses are principal clauses or main clauses. They are principal clauses or main clauses. And that is why the sentence is compound. Since the coordinating conjunction or is there, the coordinating conjunction or is there, or is there, it is a compound sentence. I will give you the third example. He threw the stone, you mark. He threw the stone, but it missed the dog. He threw the stone, but it missed the dog. So the sentence is having two sentences, you mark. That particular sentence is having two sentences. It is a big sentence, no doubt. There is a compound sentence, two sentences are there. And there is also a conjunction, coordinating conjunction, that is but, B-U-T. But is the coordinating conjunction. He threw the stone. It is an independent sentence. It is a clause, main clause. He threw the stone. It is a main clause because there is a subject and a predicate. He is the subject, threw the stone is the predicate. He is the subject, threw the stone is the predicate. But it missed the dog. It missed the dog. It is the subject and missed the dog is the predicate. And there is a coordinating conjunction in between the two, that is but. There is a coordinating conjunction in between the two, that is but. So that is why the third sentence is also a compound sentence. The sentences are made up of independent clauses, main clauses by conjunctions. With the help of the conjunctions, these sentences have joined together, and I have already given you the coordinating conjunctions. They are in number one sentence, that is and, in number two sentence, that is or, and in number three sentence, that is but. The constituent clauses, you mark. The constituent clauses of each sentence are of equal rank. You write down. The constituents, leaving the first clause. You leave the first clause, main clause. The constituent clauses, they also are having equal rank. They are having equal rank. And they are joined by conjunctions. They are joined by conjunctions known as coordinating conjunctions or coordinators. Clauses joined by coordinators are known as coordinate clauses. Clauses joined by coordinators are known as coordinate clauses. A coordinate clause is a main clause. A coordinate clause is also called a main clause. Main clause, principal clause, coordinate clause, 3 in 1. You mark. Main clause, principal clause, coordinate clause, they are 3 in 1. All are same. So that is why today I discuss the compound sentence, 8 kinds of phrases, and also 2 types of clauses and other divisions. I have told you other divisions: main clause, subordinate clause, under noun clause, adjective relative clause, adverb clause, even if conditional clause, and I have told you. And in the next class, I will discuss the complex sentence. I will discuss the complex sentence, which is most important, very complex, very critical. And anyhow, you are to be very attentive to the video. You are to be very attentive to the video. Minutely, once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. You hear, you pay attention to the video, automatically you will learn many things. You will learn many things. You read and write. You see, read and write. You see the video, read and also write. Reading and writing will make you perfect. Reading and writing, seeing the video, reading and writing will make you perfect. Thank you all. Thank you all.